Hello and welcome to Nurture and Nourishment. This video is actually just to explain a little bit why I decided to change the title of the program, the company, so to speak, and the concept and the book. I realized fairly recently that a lot of people with this chocolate for breakfast, they were kind of getting the idea that this was something I was advising people to do. And I've had a few messages from people saying, you know, should I be eating chocolate for breakfast? Is that the only way to lose weight? And no, that's not what it was about at all. I do eat myself chocolate for breakfast, but that was the solution that I found to the problem. I'm not telling anybody here to do that, and I really want to be very clear about that. So that was kind of the first reason. The other reason is that I felt that the title is kind of misleading, isn't it? Wasn't it? In the sense that I wanted to find a title that was more true to who I am, what I'm actually doing, and more representative of what this program is actually about. And so the title Nurture and Nourishment. Now I'd like to actually talk a little bit about that, of why the title Nurture and Nourishment has come about. The title of the book is Nurture and Nourishment, The Gentle Road to Losing Weight. I may adapt the title still, but that's the way we're going, you know. Nurture and Nourishment, when I got to the stage of obesity where I was so lost and I didn't know what on earth to eat, I decided to kind of talk around that area. I was in a place where I was doing all these diets and none of them were working, you know, and we'll be talking a little bit about that later on in the video. These diets weren't working, and because I wasn't getting any results, I was beating myself up, and I was like, you know, Rachel, you're such a loser, like you're not even capable of losing weight, and you know, no matter what you do, nothing works. And it was a horrible place to get to. After 5 to 10 years of being heavily obese, you do not feel good, especially when you're making an effort to try and lose the weight. And it just kind of very suddenly clicked into place for me, was with all the knowledge that I had gained. You know, I just kind of thought to myself, well, I've had enough of counting calories, I've had enough of weighing food, I've had enough of taking pills, I've had enough of taking powders. I've really had enough of it. I want to eat. I just want to enjoy the food. And which brought me to the place of, with the knowledge, I thought, well, whether I lose weight or not, and I had really given up, as I said previously, I had really given up on the weight loss aspect. I thought, well, at least with the knowledge that I have, I'm going to take care of what's happening inside of me. So, and you know, organize is not the right word, sort out the metabolism aspects, because I knew it was going on. I knew the way I was eating was affecting my inner health, and also my inner psychology. Well, I don't think there is outer psychology, but anyway, you know what I mean. And I just, like I have said before, and I will say many times, I just kind of put into place a program for myself where I knew that at least the inside part would be taken care of. And I was enjoying the food. I got back the pleasure of eating without the remorse, without the feeling guilty. I started really enjoying myself and finding that to be fun. And like I said before, it was kind of miraculous. All of a sudden I noticed that the weight, because I hadn't been weighing myself, and it was like maybe a month or so after I'd actually started just doing these things and just taking care of it. And and I was happy to be eating like that. It felt good. I felt good in myself, and it was like, well, okay, if I do stay looking like this, too bad, but at least I know that I'm going to be okay on the inside. And it was a real surprise when I suddenly noticed that the weight was actually coming off. And it was quite magical. It was a magical experience. And one of the things that I've been writing about in the book is about the diet market. And basically, I mean, I've kind of hinted at this again in previous videos. If everybody was to lose weight and be really healthy, the diet market would go out of business. And I know that's kind of a horrid thing to say, but I'm not always sure, and I'm not accusing anybody of anything here, but I'm not always sure that these diets are designed really to help us. And the proof of that is the fact that a lot of people go on these diets and they don't work and they're difficult to maintain. And so I don't believe in the diet market. And I know you may be thinking, well, you're saying that, but you're doing this program and you're writing the book, you're kind of tapping into that market yourself. And in a sense, yes, I'm tapping into the market, but my ideology and my goal is not to have the people I work with, I don't want to see them coming back. I help the people and I guide them and I give them out the information so that they can make the right choices for themselves. And the only thing I want, if they do come back, is to say how well it's going. So that's basically the difference between the standard diet market and what I'm actually doing here. And I think really the idea is to eat healthily in the right way that helps you stay healthy on the inside and will clearly have an effect on the outside, but also to say to you that it's okay to be kind to yourself. I think that's really important, because we get to a stage where we are really unkind to ourselves. And believe me, I know what it feels like. I've been there. I've been in the office of the pretty little nutritionist who's never had a weight problem, who's saying to me, well, you're fat because you eat too much, and basically telling me to stop eating. And I've been to the gym, thinking, well, I'll go to the gym and that will help me lose weight. And having the other people look at me and laugh, and having even the instructors at the gym laugh at me, what the hell is she doing here? I mean, I live in France. It's especially in the Paris area. I used to live in the Paris area. I moved away from there. Where I live now, the people are much more honest and open and kind. But in Paris, it's very much appearance, how you look to others. And I know that's a cliche, and I'm not saying that's true of everybody, but there is, you go to the chic gym, and you have to look a certain way, and if you go to the gym and you don't look like that, you're kind of rejected. I have to admit that. And I've been walking down the street and have people give me those looks that say, oh my god, she's so fat, that's disgusting. I have been there. Okay, so my main goal is to help you get out of that situation, get away from that psychology, that way of thinking yourself, help you find the way to eat so that you can eat plentifully without being hungry, and to see you not come back, other than to tell me, hey Rachel, I'm so happy, this is going really well, I found my way of doing things and it's really nice, I can have a cake and I feel okay. Now, I'm not saying to anybody to go and eat cakes. Clearly, if you eat cakes every day, that's not going to be helpful. We know that already. But it's okay to do it, when the occasion happens now and again. I was speaking to a woman yesterday who, last week she was invited out quite a few times, and she was offered biscuits and things, and that's okay. Yeah, that's okay. there's not a problem. I don't, even if you're on a weight loss quest, there's not a problem for me for you to occasionally have a biscuit because you've been invited out to friends. What I'm trying to get you away from is the psychology of, what's the point? I'm going to eat the whole packet. And you're at home on your own doing that. This is the psychology that I want to help people get away from, that way of thinking, that mindset. So, Nurture and Nourishment, the new title. The concept is still the same, the videos are still going to be the same, the Facebook group is still there with the new name, but the link is still the same. Do come and join us and send me your feedback, and here's to your very good health. Take care now. Thank you. Bye-bye.